All right, so I've said before, hello everybody. I've said before that I love it when I get an IEM in that I don't know anything really that much about, but it just blows my freaking mind. And there's a cool tour. Now I can't remember the name of the tour. God, when you get old, you forget stuff. But it's Audio Geek Tour. And they send out some amazing IEMs to check out. So thank you, Audio Geek, for this tour because it's allowed me to listen to, again, another IEM that I didn't really know anything about, but I've been completely floored with its performance. Today we are going to review the Craft Ear Omnium. All right, because this is a tour unit from the awesome Audio Geek, there's not going to be a regular unboxing. So the Craft Ears Omnium retails for $2,699. It has a very cool and unique driver setup. So let's break that down. So it has a 9.2 millimeter LSR dynamic driver. For the mids, it's got a 10 millimeter planar driver. And then for the high mids are handled by one balance armature, and two additional balance armatures are for highs and another two for super highs. All right, so let's check out these Omniums close up. I have to say, this is a gorgeous, good looking IEM. Really, really nice looking. I love the pattern there inside. And the cable that it comes with is a very nice cable. Show it off a little bit. So, yep, pretty good looking IEM and cable. All right, so you know how we do. This is a fit and finish part. The Omnium is, I would say, a medium-sized IEM, so not too crazy large. It does have a little bit of a long nozzle. Let's see if I can show that. Show that there. But I haven't had any issues with it. The end of the nozzle isn't very fat, so it's not like it's got this thickness either. So getting them in, they're very, very comfortable. It's a very, very light IEM. One of those that's light enough where you can almost forget that you have it in. So it's very nice. Haven't had any issues. The cable that comes with it is a pretty cool looking copper cable. It's got this nice little industrial look to it. And then, of course, you know, I've already tangled it up. My biggest thing is I like it to be able to roll up. I don't like cables that fight me, that have to be sitting a certain way. And this one rolls up just nicely. So fit and finish, I think this is a great IEM and cable. All right, so to the most important part, the sound coming from the Omnium. It's great. I'm talking about in like the $2,000 price point now. We are having all of these phenomenal, great, all around IEMs. So when I say all around, I mean something that you can just pop in your ear and listen to whatever you want to, and it will sound very, very good. So there's so much stiff competition when you think of it. The Incognita, we've got the Apostle, the Unique Melody, what am I forgetting the name? Maven 2, and the Jet Black. We've got the Clara, and then these come up a little bit higher than them at 26, but it's all kind of in the same area. And man, these Omniums are just awesome. So what do I like about the Omnium? The Omnium has something that kind of freaked me out in the beginning. It has a planar for the mids. And I've listened to various planar IEMs, and there's always kind of like this sizzle to the treble or sizzle to the sound, maybe a little bit of a veil to the sound that has always just stood out to me. Not in headphones themselves, like planar headphones, but planar IEMs have always had a weird kind of sound for me. Not these. I think they did a spectacular job blending multiple types of drivers into a cohesive sound. You've got this bass that's extended and extends way down low that is there. Then you've got these mids that are magical in a sense because they're so fast, because you get that planar speed, but you don't get that planar to it that I've run into. You get this wonderful, beautiful voices, beautiful instruments. The timbre is great, speed to it. You throw some Charlie Robbins Staccato, or you throw in some Polyphia at it, and it just sounds so freaking good. It keeps up with that fast. Or Marsan, like just awesome. Then you click into something like let's see, Julian Lage or Dominique Miller, and the guitar playing, and it's just so beautiful. But then you can throw some classical at it, and it just sounds amazing. There's so much depth to the sound, and there's width to it, and it's just this immersive, layered, awesome sound. Oh, and the other thing that I love too is that the treble is not hidden. Like, I like some sparkle, I like some splash to my treble. I don't want it to be overdone, but I want it to be balanced within that whole balance that we have with IEM. So you've got this extended bass, these wonderful mids, and this treble that's not hidden. So it makes things like the staccato with the splash and the polyphia and the cymbals. And then when you throw in some Manu Katchoo and he's doing that ride cymbal in the jazz, it sounds great. There's this great Alpha Mist album, and I forgot the name of it. But one of the songs on it is just superb. Jazz album. The way it's recorded, and it just sounds superb on these. You throw in your Billie Eilish, Bury a Friend, and the thing will thump, and her voice sounds very good. That's what I think shocked me the most, too, how good voices sound. Like, this is the best tuned planar I've heard in an IEM. Like, it's just great. And it only handles the mids, but it just does it in such a beautiful way. And it blends with the DD at the bottom and the balance armatures at the top, and it's just this awesome cohesive sound. And I would put it above the rest in that kind of area because it's just so musical. It sounds, it's almost kind of breathtaking. I would say that the Omnium actually shoots up into the 3, closer to the 4, which is the sound that it comes out of it. It's a very revealing IEM too. So you're going to hear those extra dynamics and those extra details that you want to hear. And I think the price is actually spectacular for what it gives. It's so cool because we've run through so many IEMs, even in the last 6 months, and where most of them are like status quo and they're priced there and that's where they deserve to be. We keep finding these ones, like the Legion is one of the or the PS5 Plus 2. The Punch, that video will be coming soon too, that just go beyond their price point. And so that just makes me happy as an IEM lover, an enjoyer, and a music lover, because it seems like there's so many great IEMs out there right now that are just punching above. And definitely the Omnium does that when it comes from just being able to play all types of music and it sounds great. The separation, the layering, the detail, the cohesiveness of all those different drivers coming together. Omnium's very special. So is Omnium a buy? Of course, it's $2,600, so it's expensive. But if you were looking for your one and done, I've said this before, this is S tier. So once I come up with my rating and everything, this will be one of the ones that you can ride off in the sunset with, because its ability to play various genres of music and play them very, very well makes it pretty awesome. So I would definitely, it's a buy for me. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to ask, and I'll see you in the next video.